So let's get into the Best Man final chapter. I think it was a very good show. I like how they, took us back a little bit right after the passing of Mia and then brought us all the way up to 2023. Good show. Seeing the whole entire original cast there was chef's kiss. Everybody looked damn good. Okay, can we talk about Black Don't Crack? It was giving everything. They looked amazing. But I want to get into some of these controversial moments in the show. So, in the beginning, when we ended the Best Man holiday and Quentin was getting married, everybody was wondering who he getting married to. Is it Shelby? We all was thinking, is it Shelby? Because we know that the two of them had this little physical attraction to each other, which is still low-key weird because that's still your homeboy's ex. But for some reason, we just all seem to ignore that. But anyway, I was actually glad to see that I was happy to see that it was not her that he was getting married to in the beginning. I liked the whole building up to them eventually getting back together officially and marrying each other. Still weird because this is Merch's ex-girlfriend. But he's moved past that, I guess. Still weird though. So the wedding was happening, and old girl pulled up to the scene like, that's my motherfucking man. Okay? Shelby said, that's my motherfucking man, and we not doing this. I also thought it was weird that Harper was the best man and not Merch, because I feel like Merch and Quentin was closer throughout the entire series of the show. I mean, the entire Best Man series. I feel like they had a better relationship than him and Harper. So that was weird to me, but whatever. Eventually he married Shelby. Crazy. Very crazy. And then she tells him that her daughter is actually his daughter. That would have made me go and get an annulment. Because you had me in this little girl's life all these years, and you never told me I was her father. I'm sorry. That's not going to fly. That's not cool. You got this girl calling me Uncle Quentin, and that's my kid. So I missed out on how many years of my daughter's life because of what? I didn't like that at all. I thought that was weird. But anyway, moving on from there, Jordan is still single, going through the motions of being a strong, independent black woman that is a go-getter and super ambitious that she forgets about love. And that's her playbook and they sticking to it. Lance is still going through it. Lance is coping with sex as he did through his entire life. He has not gotten over his wife ever. I knew when he met that young lady in Jamaica, though, I think her name was Jasmine. I knew that they were gonna put them two together. But you can see, like, there was really no, like, Lance's character, like, there's growth, but there's no growth. You know, like, he still, like, flies off the hinges. His anger gets the best of him. And he is coping with sex. He's always had issues with sleeping with other women, which is how the whole issue came about with him cheating on Mia and all that kind of crazy. But the thing with him and his son identifying as non-binary and pronouns they and we, and I'm glad to see that I kind of thought they were going to go the whole, he's going to be understanding and he's going to support his child regardless of the situation. Because that's just not who Lance is. And we already seen him fly off the hinges over things when it comes to his family. And to see him do just that, I felt like it made sense. Like, it made sense for him. I didn't think he would be that, like, take that shit off. I'm not here. Like, I don't know what you going through, but no, we not doing this. I was kind of like, this is who, it made more sense to me. But obviously, eventually, you know, he had to pray, like, God, help me understand this child because I'm not understanding this. And that's, let's be real, a lot of parents do go through that. Like, they're not all always open arms and welcoming this to the differences about their child. And they have a hard time trying to cope with it. So I enjoyed seeing that journey right there. But let's get to the steak and potatoes of the whole thing. Okay. Robin and Harper. Something always felt off about their relationship from the very first best man. It just always felt forced. Even at the end of the original best man where he proposed to her, it was like, do you really love her like that? Like, are you just like settling? Because there was always this weird chemistry between him and Jordan. And it was like, for some reason, the universe just didn't want them together. But, like I said, I've never felt a connection to their relationship. Like everybody else, Candace and Merch, hell, even Shelby and Quentin, like, I was able to connect to their relationship. But for some reason, Harper and Robin just always felt forced. Like, it never felt genuine, like there was a genuine love there. So I was not surprised to see them going through what they were going through in this series. What did annoy me was the whole situation with Jordan. Like, I get that there's this connection between him and Jordan always, but I hated that they had to have this like cheating moment in the midst of the chaos. Like, I don't know. I can't really explain it, but I just didn't like it. But I understood where Robin was coming from with not having her own or not feeling supported and constantly supporting him and his, his drive to be a successful writer and now screenwriter. She's always been in his corner. And I will say that when it came to his friends, when it came to everything, she was always right there supporting. So I understood her wanting something for herself. But I don't care what y'all say. It was selfish as hell for her to move to a whole nother continent. I don't care. And I'm sticking beside it. I thought that was selfish. Because at the end of the day, yes, you want something for yourself, but you also have a child to consider. And that child did not want to leave her dad. And he didn't want to lose his daughter. Him filing for custody, okay. That was a little harsh because it's like, she's a mom. Moms is just different. But at the same time, you go. Leave my kid here. You come and visit. Because this is the life that we built here for how many years? I don't know how old their daughter is, but it's like now you want to move to another continent. A child, when he called her a fake ass African Kunta Kinte, I lost it. One thing I'm going to say about Taye Diggs, I swear I feel like a lot of stuff be coming out his mouth in these movies just be ad-libbed. Because he is just silly as hell. But it got really ugly with reason. And like I said, devil's advocate, I understood both sides, but I really don't think she should have moved to Ghana with that child. I'm just me personally. But I love the way his boys came through for him. Men, they have, which I wish they kind of would have discussed it. But it was like, let's be realistic. Sometimes men, and black men in particular, they don't always have the best way of communicating emotions or, getting in touch with that side. So they did what they know best. We gonna go back to routine. Let's play cards. Let's cheer our boy up. We here for you. That's it. I thought that was a really beautiful moment. And I just think it ended on a really good note. he got to accomplish everything he wanted. And he still got to see his daughter. He accepted it. You know, she came to visit, which was beautiful. And they did not put him and Jordan together. And I'm happy about it. I know some people wanted to see him and Jordan end up together, but I just don't think, I didn't think that was, that would have been a good choice. I like the way she ended it. If we are meant to be, some way, somehow, we will find ourselves back together again. Because think about it. Every time they've had a moment, it was always interrupted by something. The universe just said no. No matter what the attraction was between the two of them. They just, they don't, no. Remain friends, and that's it. I like the way it ended. I think it was beautifully done to close the final chapters of this story. And I kind of want to see Harper's movie now. Turn the movie into a movie because I kind of want to see it. But if you didn't watch The Best Man, well, you wouldn't be watching this recap if you did. Well done to Malcolm Lee. Great job, great show, great cast. We appreciated every single movie, now series that has ever been done. And I loved it. It was great. I feel like I want to watch it again. I'm about to put my mama onto it, and I'm probably going to rewatch the whole thing because you know how you be missing stuff. So I'm going to watch it again. Let me know if I missed anything that y'all want me to talk about in the show. Because it was just so much. But I felt like I had to get to the main parts that got to me. But let me know what y'all want to talk about. And I'll get back on here and discuss it.